Recently, we showed you our morning routine where we woke up full of energy and ready for the day. From breakfast to getting the boys ready for Hispanic Heritage Month. This video is going to be a little different because at the end of the day, we just don't have it in us. Please excuse the quality of this video where it gets out of focus or too bright or simply just messing up on the words.
Okay,
Okay to you. It's as real can get.
Hello,
What's up, everybody?
welcome back to our vlog.
We are the Marzoa Family,
And this is our nightly routine. We gotta get these boys down because they are tired. ¿Están cansados? Vamos, Mimi.
and we're tired too, so it's time for us to go to bed.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
our nightly routine can get a little bumpy, so we have to use a little extra protection. So not only do I have to use extra protection, but so do the boys. You guys ready to go? ¿Están listos? ¿Vamos a montar bicicleta? So if you have been following our channel for a while, in the afternoons, as part of our nightly routine, we used to take the boys out in a walk in the stroller, but we have upgraded and we go on a nice bike ride. We recently did a partnership with Radio Flyer, who came out with these awesome new bikes. We did it on Instagram, so we have been using the bikes non-stop. I will put a link down below on where you can get your own. It is Marzoa Family approved. ¿Verdad? ¿Te gusta la bicicleta? ¿Te gusta la bicicleta? Yes. Yes, he said. So I love bicycle riding with my boys because that's something that my father used to do with me, and we try to do it as often as we can as long as it's not terribly hot. As you saw from our last vlog, I am hot.
It's so hot.
It was hot here in Miami, but the weather has cooled off. But don't worry, it'll be hot as balls again next week. So depending on the day, sometimes I will take them to a playground right by our house. ¿Quieren jugar? ¿Quieren jugar? ¿Sí? Okay, let's go. Ready? Una, dos, go! Woo! Ready, set, go! Whoa! You got it, Nene? Whoa! Any parent will tell you the key to a successful night is to get them as tired as you possibly can. My little monkeys. Okay, got the boys loaded right back up. Now we are going to have dinner. I put Dean in the front this time so they don't get upset.
So, what has changed with our twin toddlers?
Absolutely nothing. It's exactly the same, right?
No, absolutely not. Our boys were basically born on YouTube, and we have brought you guys along through the journey, through the good, the funny,
The messy, the dirty,
messy,
disgusting, and now we're in the chaotic.
We have definitely entered in the crazy,
The 2-year-old
chaotic
toddler chaotic stage.
I
Yes.
can only imagine what 3 and 4 are going to bring.
Well, they say 2 is very, very difficult, and then it gets a little easier.
So like and subscribe so you guys can keep following us along in this journey.
Definitely follow along. We're gonna keep it coming as long as we can for you.
Because it has been one hell of a ride. Okay, so excuse if we look a little tired, it's because we are.
Are you trying to say we look like
Every night we do the same exact thing. I do some sort of activity with the boys, I feed the boys dinner, Dennis gets home, and
I start playing with them, keep them entertained. So I think the motto is divide and conquer.
On today's menu, we have some mac and cheese, some turkey picadillo, broccoli, and some bananas, which they probably will not eat.
So dinner time has been the most challenging thing, feeding in general, the last 2 years. We have definitely struggled with feeding them at the same time, making sure that they eat. How do they eat? Right. What do they eat?
¿Está rico? La banana? Broccoli. It's a broccoli.
I think it's more difficult now because we're transitioning them to their own table and chairs and they want to be running around, even though in school they don't do that. So it's just harder at home, but just trying to keep them in place to eat and actually eat is, I think, the hardest task, right?
Who wants the camera? Espérate, yo te lo doy, mira. Siéntate. Devin, no, nene, no, siéntate ahí. It's okay, no. Devin, no le robas la comida a tu hermano. Siéntate ahí, por favor. Mira, yo te lo doy, ven. Coge. Qué rico.
Yeah, sometimes they don't eat and that's just so stressful, right? It's just like, why aren't you eating it? We made this food, we bought this
delicious.
food. It's your favorite.
I know.
But it's very normal behavior for children not to want to eat because they're excited.
I think they want to play or they don't want to be eating when you tell them to eat.
No, nene. As he grabs a knife from the counter. The majority of parenting is just making sure that they don't kill themselves because they try hard.
And then when it's time for us to eat, then they want to eat our food.
Good girl. When you have kids, you need to have a dog because they will clean up the whole entire floor and it's less mess for you to pick up. Thank you, Zoe. Devin, ¿y ese sombrero? Devin, ¿y esa gorra? ¿De quién es?
Wow.
You look so cute. You look so cute. A ver. Vamos a ponértela a ti. A ver, mírame. A ver. ¡Wow! ¡Qué guapo! So, after dinner, we normally play, watch some TV before Papi gets home.
So for me, work is just so stressful that getting home is always like a sigh of relief, like a breath of fresh air. I look forward to seeing the boys every single day.
¿Quién está ahí? ¿Qué pasó? Papa's ahí. Papa's home. Hey. Dale un besito a papá.
And as soon as I get home, they scream your name and they give you a big hug, even though they didn't do it today.
Dale.
Hey, wrong way. Hey.
Dale un besito a papá.
How dare you? How dare you? But I think that's just a beautiful thing to look forward to every single day when I get home from work.
Ready, set, go! Ready, set, go! 1, 2, 3,
Go!
¡Whoa! ¡Whoa!
Head-on collision.
¿Tú le quieres dar un besito a tu manito?
2, 3, go! Oh no! That's a rollover. Okay. Dale, go!
Because, they didn't do enough today and they didn't burn enough energy at the park.
I don't know where they get all this energy, my God.
And it's like at night, it's like
3, go!
the witching hour, they become crazy.
Yeah, and then we do this countdown like 150,000 times. And then bath time, I really enjoy bath time. I know some people don't really enjoy bath time as much, but I think it's just a great time for me to have that one-on-one moment with both of them.
Bubbles. ¿Qué es eso? ¿Cómo se llama eso?
¿Cómo se llama?
Dinosaur.
very picky about making sure they're clean and their teeth are brushed and their hair is washed. And you know, I get into the nitty gritty and I like to have them real nice and clean, especially after being with a bunch of other children all day long, going to the park, bike riding, whatever it may be. So it's just a very intimate moment between me and them that I really enjoy every day.
While the boys are in the shower, I prep the milks. It's milk time. Dean has a smaller one because Dean doesn't drink as much milk.
So as you can see from today's video, changing them is sometimes a struggle. They don't want to get out of the bath, and then I get the brunt of it, and there's just kicking and screaming as you're trying to put a pamper on, as you're trying to change them into their pajamas.
Yeah,
I get the fun time, and then he gets like the I don't want to do this, I don't want to change, I don't do anything right now except go back into the
It's rough.
tub. Yeah.
So my strategy is just to do it as quickly as possible.
¿Tú quieres cheche ahora? And of course my battery runs out, so I am on my cell phone. Please excuse the quality. If you can even tell a difference, let me go get Dean. ¿En tu pijama?
And that's what happens when you let them play with the hand shower.
Diaper, pajamas, milk.
Or just tickle them and keep them a little entertained so that they forget about bath time, because they love bath time.
¿Qué te pasa a ti? ¿Eh? ¿Qué te pasa a ti? Vamos a cambiarte. ¿Cheche? Un poquito de cheche.
Okay, while the boys have their milk, we scarf down some food.
And we usually try to catch up a little bit on the day.
No.
Sometimes we're just trying to keep our kids alive while we're eating too. So they start climbing and killing each other, wrestling. And we're just trying to eat.
So it's very important for every night for us to clean up, so we reset the room for the next day.
Yeah, and not just for that. I think it's good to teach them to clean up after themselves, not leave all their toys strewn about every single night, and then we have to clean up. So we're just teaching them the principle that it's important to clean up after yourselves too. So it's great that we do that.
Another thing that we didn't do tonight was we typically play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and the reason why we didn't do it tonight was because of copyright infringement here on YouTube, but typically that's kind of like the boys'
It's a ritual.
and so they know
Yeah.
bedtime is coming. We sing the song, Devin sings it a lot more than
Yeah,
Dean
and I've been
does.
hearing, I think Devin saying like when it's like done, he's like, "Ami me," so he knows it's time to go to bed.
So when we put the boys down, there's certain things that we always do. One is play music, that's number one.
We usually play either bedtime music or we do like thunderstorms or rain falling, stuff like that. That's very relaxing.
So another thing that they cannot sleep without is their blanket.
They call
What do they call
it, Devin calls it koti, and
For cochita, which means blanket in
yeah,
Spanish.
and Dean calls it tikate.
Tikate for what?
Tikate. I don't know. He calls it tikate. So, but we know exactly what he means when he says
We need
that.
to make sure that they have their blankie, their pillow, their actual blanket.
Right, and we tuck them in. We gotta tuck them in and give them a good night kiss and make sure that that music is playing in the background and we're all set for a good night's sleep.
And depending on how tired they are, they might stay in bed. Sometimes they don't and they run amok. Like today.
Yeah, and sometimes we actually stay in there until they fall asleep. I think we did that early on when we did the switch to the big boy beds.
So we recently switched from cribs to big boy beds, which they're not completely done. We do plan on putting like some walls up there for safety purposes, but this vlog caught us right in the middle of doing that.
Yeah, we're actually in the middle of cutting the wood and getting it all finalized, which I'm sure we'll show you when it's done.
And also, as you saw, there is no furniture in their room, and it's because they're freaking monkeys, and they will like on top of the dresser. I have found them on top of the dresser, and then they'll move stuff and they'll climb and be on the windowsill.
Yeah,
So,
and I think we've seen enough horror stories to just be like, we're not gonna deal with that. So we just took everything out and we're trying to avoid like a disaster from happening.
Okay, YouTube, this camera is extremely distracting. They feel like they need to put on a show, and by they, I mean Dean.
And with that, we're all going to bed.
Both daddies and both kids.
okay, to Okay,
to you.
To you, familia. I meant to say
To you.
our YouTube familia, but it is late and
And you don't have a watch, so you don't know what time it is. I do. It's pretty late.
it's late and it's time to go to bed. But we
Yes.
wanted to take you guys through this journey of
Our nightly routine, and we thank you for all the support of our daily routine, and hope it continues on this one as well. Thank you so much. We love you guys.
Much love from the Marzoa family.
Good night.
Vamos a ver porque yo estoy cansado.
Bye.